Hi again. Today, for those of you who are new to all of this, we're just going to do an oil change on the Classic Mini. This is something that's quite straightforward. You need to do on a regular basis because your oil is between the gearbox and the motor. It's one set of oil. Therefore, all of the little shavings that you take off the gears potentially can travel up into the motor, and we'll see how you stop that happening as well. So nice and simple. But essential piece of maintenance. To execute an oil change, you ideally need to take the grill off because you need to get into here to get at the oil filter, and then the only other place you need to get to is on the side here and to the drain plug there, which has got easy access even with the skid pan on the bottom. So as we said, simple job, 13/16 socket to spin this out. You can see in the back here, I've overjacked the far side to put a little bit of tilt to try and get the oil to flow more simply. Receptor underneath, and there we go, broken it. And what we'll see as this comes out, once I've got it off enough to be able to spin it by hand. There we go. The oil will come out very slowly because it's quite cold in here at the moment. There we go. And then what these are is a magnetic end, so you can see all of the stuff that's sitting on the end there. We'll go through that and just make sure that it's just normal filings, and then just leave the oil to drain gently out. And that's your first part. Worth doing at this stage then, you've got it off, you've got all your bits sitting on there, and all you want to then do is just take those off and have a little look. And you'll see these are all quite soft little bits of shavings. One or two concerning ones like that. You can just see it. But no signs of things breaking up that should be a real concern to us. Okay, so now we need to spin this off. So you've got to think, because it's going that way up, that's to tighten, that's to untighten. What you want is one of these or something else. There's all sorts of different versions of things that go on here. So you just work in the inconvenient space. You'll notice I've taken the grill off, because by doing that you can more easily get at things. Okay, yep. Yeah, and it just started to move. There we go. And that's it, moving. Put those off. Spin it off by hand. Some oil coming out. It's extremely difficult to move. not to drop it. Because it's full of oil. So then you need to get around the back there and clean up so that you've got rid of all the little drips of oil and so on, so that you're not leaving a mess in your engine bay. Okay, so we've put in the new drain plug, we've put the new filter on, as you can see here, so we're ready to fill with the oil now. Oil should be a classic, the 20W50. A Mini with the gearbox as well takes almost the full 5 litres. It's just shy of the 5 litres. So make sure you're starting with enough to be able to fill up, because you're going to need it. You won't have any other way around. Just pause in the top as usual way, let it drain down through, so you can put 2, 3, 4 litres in before you even start bothering with the dipstick to check for your final levels. And that's it. That's your oil change.